everyone. My name is Mama Bonnie, and I'm so happy to see you here back at the Burrow. And to all of our new friends, hello. It's so nice to meet you. How was your day? I hope it went well. And now that you're here, my day's gotten even better. For tonight's story, I thought we could have a little treat by having not one, but two Clifford the Big Red Dog stories. Well then, before we can have these wonderful stories, we have to make sure we're all comfy cozy. So make sure you're wearing something comfy. And don't forget to bring your favorite stuffy. I think they're gonna want to hear the story too, don't you? Well then, are we all comfy? Let's get started, shall we? For our first story tonight, we'll be reading Clifford, the Big Red Dog. Clifford's best school day. I'm home, called Emily Elizabeth. Clifford was happy. Woof. Did you have a good day at school? Asked Mom. How was your test? Emily Elizabeth smiled. A plus. Way to go, said Mom. I know just the spot for it. Look at that board, said Cleo. Emily Elizabeth is good at so many things. T-Bone whistled. You must be really proud. I am, said Clifford. Clifford looked at all the awards. I want Emily Elizabeth to be proud of me too, he said. Okay, big guy, said Cleo. So, what are you really good at doing? I can dig holes, said Clifford. Really big ones. Do it, cheered T-Bone. Clifford dug the biggest, best hole ever. Clifford, cried Mr. Bleakman. Uh-oh, said Cleo. Maybe biggest isn't the best. What else can you do? I can fetch balls, said Clifford. Really high ones. Clifford ran to fetch Emily Elizabeth's ball. Oh no, cried Emily Elizabeth. And that's not your ball, Clifford. Game over, Charlie said. The next day, Emily Elizabeth looked as down as Clifford when she got home. What's wrong? Mom asked. Bad day at school? I can't decide what to draw for the great big art show at school tomorrow. Mom smiled. I think you're forgetting the biggest, greatest thing we know. Clifford, cried Emily Elizabeth. Woof. Emily Elizabeth couldn't wait to go to school the next day. Clifford had a great time posing for art class. Recess was even better. And then came the best thing of all. Emily Elizabeth won first place in the art show. When they got home, Emily Elizabeth hung the blue ribbon on Clifford's doghouse. I couldn't have done it Without you, Clifford, she said. Emily Elizabeth, Mom called. Time to start our homework. Okay, Mom, she said. Want to help, Clifford? I have to write about someone I'm proud of. And I know exactly who it will be. The end. Well then, shall I read the next one? For our next and final story of the night, we'll be reading Clifford and the Big Red Dog, Teacher's Pets. Welcome to Doggy School, everyone, said Brittany Spaniel. We're going to have lots of fun together. First, I want each of you to roll over. Cleo, you go first. Cleo rolled and rolled and rolled. That's enough rolling, Cleo, said Brittany, laughing. Well done. Now, it's your turn, Clifford. When Clifford rolled, the ground shook. Everyone went down with him. Wow, Clifford, you make a big impression, said Brittany, standing up. Mac, you're next, said Brittany. But Mac wouldn't budge. No matter what Brittany did, he refused to roll. Would you do it for a treat? She asked. In one motion, Mac did a roll, sat up, and gobbled his treat. Brittany laughed. That was very good, Mac. Ready, T-Bone? At first, T-Bone was too nervous. Then he crouched down, did one careful roll, and smiled. That was just fine, T-Bone, said Brittany as she turned to the other dogs. T-Bone's smile went away. Just fine, he thought. But I did a good roll. Why didn't she like it? Maybe tomorrow will be better. The next day, Brittany taught a new trick. Now, I want everyone to fetch this ball. Clifford, you go first. Brittany threw the ball as far as she could. Clifford ran and ran over the trees and into the ocean. When he returned with the ball, Brittany smiled. That was excellent, Clifford. Cleo, you're next, said Brittany. Cleo brought the ball back, and then a newspaper, and then a stick. Cleo, you're doing very well, said Brittany encouragingly. Your turn, Mac. Once again, Mac didn't move. Okay, Mac, how about another treat? Asked Brittany, smiling. Away Mac ran after the ball. He dropped it at Brittany's feet and gobbled up the treat. When T-Bone's turn came, he quickly brought the ball back to Brittany, panting hopefully. Thank you, T-Bone. That was just fine, said Brittany. Later, T-Bone said, Clifford, I'm trying my hardest, but she only says I'm doing just fine. Believe in yourself, T-Bone, said Clifford. We all think you're doing great. The other dogs barked in agreement. At the end of the week, Brittany said, You've all done wonderfully. I'll see you at graduation tomorrow. T-Bone gulped. Graduation? I want the biggest trophy ever, said Cleo. I I want Emily Elizabeth to come see me," said Clifford. "I want lots and lots of treats," said Mac. "I just want to graduate," said T-Bone quietly. "All my dogs did very well this week," said Brittany. "The award for the most enthusiastic student goes to Cleo. The award for making the biggest impression goes to Clifford. The award for the best tricks for treats goes to Mac. And the award for the hardest working student who always tried his best goes to T-Bone." And that made T-Bone feel just fine. The end. Well then, little ones, it's getting late and we should go to sleep. So, get all snuggled up underneath your blankets. Hold your favorite stuffy tight, 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 so they know they are loved. Oh, and dream some wonderful dreams. And while you're having those wonderful dreams, I'll get our stories ready for next time. How does that sound? And always remember, Mama Bonnie loves you very, very much. Good night.